Okay, well, what do you want to start on? Because
just let's start with the low-hanging fruit, like the thing that bothers me the least about it, and then let's go to the thing that bothers us the most.
okay, what is the thing that
Because I
bothers
think we have similar.
you?
The skins, I'm not too worried about it. They're just skins in a game. It's not that big of a. I mean, they're okay, I guess, but they're the reason why people play the game nowadays, in my opinion. So, I mean, I talked to some people and they're like, "Oh, I play the game because of the skins, and if it weren't for those, then I wouldn't play this game anymore." And it just shows how much people dislike this game now.
Like, they want to quit, they just don't know how.
Yeah. Okay, so a thing that bothers me but doesn't bother me a whole lot is actually the meta, because it's like I like having like pumps and I like having different guns and stuff like that. In my opinion, the meta isn't too bad. You really don't have to have one in this season. I mean, to be honest, it's not just these certain guns win the game, in my opinion. But that's just me. Then, John, what's your low-hanging fruit thing that doesn't bother you a lot?
Honestly, I think it's the controversy about the grenades. Because I get it. They're OP. And, like, hold up one second. And, like,
yeah, and I get it too. I mean, the grenades are a tad bit OP, and yes, they should be nerfed a whole lot.
They should not be doing 100 damage to structures and instant breaking like brick. They should not be doing that. And I get the damage on structures thing, but like make the blast radius a bit smaller. If anything.
Because if you throw a grenade at a base, and especially inside the base, the team is pretty much dead if it's not at least like six stories high.
If you get a perfect one at like the base and like the very corner, that destroys the ramp to at least 2 walls too.
Destroys almost everything. It only leaves the backbone of the base. And so the front part of it is exposed. That's what frustrates me about grenades. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the things that make most kind of frustrated, but it's like it's a little worse now. It's a worse offender. So John, take it away.
Honestly, I think it's gonna be the controversy about like the mythic items and stuff. Because all they are just reskinned, like, not even reskinned, they're just taken out of the book.
Most of the guns are still in the game. They're just better reskins and have more damage.
They fire faster.
And they practically made a whole season on that, so...
They didn't practically, they did.
Yeah, they made a whole season on a bunch of items that were already in the game that they just reskinned a little bit to make it look flashier and more important. Now the mythic star is a good one, but if I had it, yeah. And all these mythic weapons are just OP versions of guns that we already have. We don't need more OP items.
It's either had or have.
Yeah, none of the guns are new, and it's sad. I think the biggest update this year has been the helicopter one. Not even the new season. It didn't change that much, to be honest. Just added a few
3 new POIs? 3 or 4?
couple new locations, barely any new gameplay. But the beginning part of season 2 is pretty good in my opinion, honestly. People liked the game and pros were having fun and yeah.
I agree with that. And then also I got another thing about what was it again? I actually forgot it. It was like
so now John,
about Epic not talking. That annoys me. I know it's big, but
like you need these data miners to get this information and dig through the thing for hours, dig through the source code for hours just to find some answer.
And it could be something as little as like the SMG does 1 more damage now.
Like, if you do something to a gun, and especially if it's big, people won't know it. I mean, as soon as the patch drops, people will have to play the gun, and it's just like why? That's just manipulating your fan base. Okay, now I know my voice sounds like I ate razor blades this morning for breakfast, but I will talk about something that kind of annoys me too. The fact that there is barely any more events.
That annoys me a lot too, because back in Season 4, I really did like this game because of the events we were having.
Oh, I'm being clapped, my guy. I don't think I've won a game here in a while.
And also, can we talk about like the damage stuff? Because like, I was watching a video about a week ago, and something about how like the hitboxes have been pretty iffy lately, and like we've been hitting for like 20 and stuff.
That's why we've been hitting 20. Because of the hitbox. I didn't even know that. Because I thought, why all of a sudden am I hitting 20s with a purple pump close range? That's why. So, I mean, that's frustrating, but at least we figured it out. But 40! I hit him for 40.
That should have been at least 100, guaranteed, because you were that close to me.
Wait.
But
I don't think a single centimeter of my crosshair was off your body. Now look at this. Alright, stand still. I'm gonna do a little experiment here. Now I'm gonna go from here and aim at you. 28. It did only 12 more damage. Now let's go to here. I'm gonna aim at your literal legs. 100 damage to the legs, but right here, Fortnite says, oh,
20.
yeah, we're gonna give you 48 damage. What? That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in a video game in my life.
Because it seems like the legs have a better hitbox than the head or body now.
Yeah, I would rather hit it in the leg. I would rather hit my opponent in the leg than in the head. Because it does more damage. Like, what? Oh my god. And then we get into the whole ping thing you talked about. That personally is one of the things that upsets me the most.
I mean, I get it, not everyone's kind of amazing internet.
But at least don't make it, like, at least don't make it, if you have 28 ping and you're encountering somebody who lives near Epic Games' servers, don't discard them for not living near you. That's just scammy. That's just scammy as freak, man. Like, people out in Florida, they are hating it in Fortnite because of the ping. Now, if you're like in California, because I think that's where they're located.
Yeah, Cali.
You can have a red ping, almost a zero ping sometimes. And there's so many bugs in this game, I can't even begin to count how many bugs. But they're not even fun bugs, they're game-breaking bugs. Like, the thing is, like, game-breaking in this, it's not even fun anymore. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, because it seems like you find one every other day.
Hitting for 86. Hey, let's see what I'm hitting for now. Right here, wait. 100. Okay, so now I'm hitting for 100. But that other time, I'm hitting for 48. You see where the problem is?
I mean, like, you were really close to me. And that other time you shot me, you were hitting for like, what, 48?
Yeah, I hit you for 48.
Close. And last time you were for like, what, 84 or something?
Yeah.
Like when you were a decent distance away?
I don't know anymore. Hit you for 100. Hit you for 100 right there. Alright.
I literally got in your face.
And he hits me for
200.
Yeah.
I just
And
hit
then
you for 200.
another time I hit you in the head. And then that one time I hit you for 48 at the exact same distance with a body shot.
And mine was a head, but like, it shouldn't be that big of a difference.
But there should be like 50 damage difference, I think, personally.
Not 150.
Alright, how much did I hit you for?
100.
100 from that? 100 again?
Ethan, even if you would have hit me for 100 there, I still would have lived just since I had shield.
Yeah.
What?
But, okay, so now this is what annoys me the most. And I think everyone is gonna know what I'm about to say. Skill-based matchmaking. It is the worst thing to ever. Dang, I hit you for 18, boys. Switch.
65.
17. Wait, you hit for 65 and I hit for 17 from the exact same range? My crosshair was on you. You gotta be kidding me. Is it something to do with, like, you aiming in?
I did aim in there, so that may have been a difference.
Well, I didn't know that.
I mean, like, it does tighten the crosshair a bit, but, like, that shouldn't matter much if all your bullets still hit.
It's the exact same distance. 30 damage, that's, quite a bit of a difference we're talking about here. It's talking about one mini from yeah, it's frustrating. $100. Get you for 100.
I hit you for 112.
And I was aimed in. Oh no, man.
I'm gonna be honest, it
Alright,
seems like
let's
I hit
talk
for 100 way more
based.
commonly now.
Let's talk about skill based. Are you ready? Let's do this, man. Let's get to the point. Skill based. It ruined this game. It ruined it. And some people say that it's good, some people say that it's bad.
I don't
Here's
see
why
how
I
it
think
could
it's
be
bad.
good.
I get you're trying to cater to your newer players, and getting clapped all the time drives them out of the game. But you know what you do?
Got a
You
bigger
actually
fan
give them
base.
tutorials. You give them tutorials on how to do this. Like basic things, not extremely complicated things, but just basic things. Basic editing, just basic things that Fortnite players use. Everybody. All the way to from pros to,
I don't
like,
see how
here's
it
something
helps
simple.
Because you got a bigger fan base in the, like, veteran players. You got a bigger fan base in that. Like, people from like, Season 5 and Season 4 and stuff. Like, you've got more of those players than you have ever had.
At one time, Fortnite was a big part of... Fortnite was the main talk of 2018, pretty much. I feel like this year is its biggest down year. I think even in 2017, more people like the game. Okay. Love it.
And like, I know some people are like, but I thought you liked the game. Why are you criticizing it? I criticize the game because I like it.
Yeah. And then I love people. I love the people who say that this joking, by the way. I don't actually love these people, but the people that are the most funny to me are the people who say that we don't want to face good players.
You should want to face good players.
That makes me cringe every time I hear that statement. And then this one guy. And then this guy's like, oh, well, you just want to collect moves and stuff. You don't want to actually get good at the game.
Not getting any
Are
better
you
at the
kidding
game
me?
playing against people against the same skill level.
Now believe me, is clapping noobs fun sometimes? Absolutely. But long term, how do the pros get good? By playing other pros, by going in scrims, by practicing against better players. And you know what? The balance of between worse players. But here's the thing. If you wanted to face better players, then go in creative field. There's a bunch of sweats there.
You wanna know how some people found their mark? By killing a pro player that was way better than them. That's what got them popularity. That's what got them to strive to go further, to become better.
Shit, like, do something clutch, have a clutch moment, or just have fun with the game and possibly see that, hey, you can make money off this, and some people's lives have changed, and it's just like, yeah. And people are like, oh, well, they shouldn't be complaining about their game. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, because it's their job. It's their job.
If you don't criticize your job, then do you even really want your job?
Listen, they wanted to be so catering to noobs. Pros have to use cheese strats all the time nowadays. And nobody's having fun. And then when my friend over here is a little better than me, to be honest, he plays this game more, but when I see him play against people, when I even play with him, he's in god lobbies all the time. That's not fun. That's not fun. That's just not entertaining. Oh yeah, content creators like Fearless, they can't do anything anymore because everybody's just 90s, 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 and just sweating every time they play. They literally have to do fashion shows. Like, really? We're getting to that point where the best casual content is fashion shows? I don't know. That's all I have to say. If John wants to add anything to it, he can. But I'm just sick of it. Skill-based is awful and Fortnite's dying.
The only thing Epic has done for content creators lately was add fashion shows to the main lobby. That's creative. That is the only thing they've done. And that is in like a freaking 3-month period. Oh my god. Edit! Okay. That's good, but like, I don't understand how someone that makes multi-millions every month.
Now, I know that a perfect game can't exist. Alright, I'm gonna recreate it. I'm gonna go back to Hub. With how much money they make, it is insane that this game is not perfect. Or close to it, at least.
Now, it's very, extremely hard to get a perfect game. I don't think it's ever gonna happen.
No, never. At all, no. But, let me tell you this much. With how much money they make, and they're making this kind of garbage, it's depressing. And it's just, I don't like it. You wanna play this? Sorry. Right. So, a holy run zombie. What do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want?
Musical chairs seems fun.
That is
Just run zombie shootout. What? What is this? Alright, yeah.
you have to hit the zombies, I think.
Wait, oh, I thought...
Have you hit
the
any?
delay! My paint. Oh, it just launched me in it.
That's good.
My god, I can't. My shots. Ah. That's beautiful. Can't even see it. Ah, okay. How will we play this?
I think it's like a guess thing to where it just... Next game, what is it? What is the next game?
Why can't we just play what we want to, man?
Ethan, I think
Is
I'm gonna
it?
stop streaming now. I think we've done enough ranting. Okay, well, see ya.